Good morning. I'm Esmeralda Ramirez.
And I'm Miguel Ramirez.
Welcome to the E2 News.
This is the news for the week of Monday, April 20th to Friday, April 24th.
Here is this week's lunch menu.
Monday, mini corn puppies choice chicken fajita.
Tuesday, alphabet soup choice sloppy joe.
Wednesday, hamburger steak choice chicken wings.
Thursday, spaghetti choice corn dog.
Friday, shrimp poppers choice chicken turkey wrap.
The Explorer bookstore will be open on Wednesday.
Every book costs just $1.50 each.
Our second book fair of this year will be happening this week.
Each class will be able to shop during their library time.
All items are buy one, get one free.
National Humor Month continues. Let's see who has a joke for us this week.
Hi, welcome back. It's joke time. We have Jaden here that is going to help us tell a couple funny jokes for the month of April since it is National Humor Month. Take it away, Jaden.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Why is it good to have frogs in the outfield?
I don't know. Why is it good to have frogs in the outfield?
They never miss a fly.
They never miss a fly. That's good. And hey, baseball season's starting, isn't it? Yeah. Who's your favorite team?
The Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. Oh, all right. Got another one?
Mm-hmm. Knock knock.
Who's there?
What are the best kind of shoes to wear for stealing base?
What kind of shoes are the best for stealing base? I don't know.
Sneakers.
That's good. That's good. Are you playing baseball anywhere this year? You are? What position?
First and catcher and pitcher.
Awesome. Hey, I got a question for you. Where'd you get your book, your joke book?
The library.
Tell them.
The library.
What, the Eastside Elementary Library?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did they have a big section of joke books in the library?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? That's great.
And there's another one.
Oh, one more? Okay. One more. And that looks like they're all baseball jokes and riddles.
It's in front of the book.
Hurry. This is when you need one of those bookmarkers. Okay, well, that's okay. You know what? Maybe you can find it and you can tell me when you see it again. Okay? Thanks, Jaden, for reading us some jokes. Appreciate it. All right, and I have another friend that's with me, Jacob McBride. He's ready to tell a couple jokes that he found in a book. Go ahead, Jacob.
Why do you need to take a baseball player with you when you go camping?
I don't know. Why do you have to take a baseball player with you when you go camping?
To pitch the tent.
To pitch the tent. I like that. Good. All right, what else?
Why did the cop run across the baseball field?
I don't know. Why did the cop run across the baseball field?
Someone stole second base.
Excellent. That's a great one.
Why is a cake like a baseball team?
I don't know. Why is a cake like a baseball team?
They both need a good batter.
Excellent. A good batter. I like that.
Where did the baseball player wash his socks?
I don't know. Where did the baseball player wash his socks?
In the bleachers.
In the bleachers. Oh, bleach. Do you know what bleach does to your socks? It makes them really white. So when you have white socks, you should wash them in bleach. Yeah. So are you playing baseball too?
No.
No? Do you like baseball? Yeah, do you have a favorite baseball team?
Chicago Cubs.
The Cubs. Go Cubbies! All right, well, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate your jokes, and you did a good job of telling them. Remember, nice jokes only. Have a good day.
It's time to hear the word of the week.
This week's word is vivid.
Vivid means intensely bright or brilliant colors.
For example, Mrs. Byer encourages students to use vivid colors when creating certain art projects.
Remember to try to use the word of the week when you are talking or writing this week.
Today is the final pickup for Major Saver. Thank you for all those who sold cars.
And now it's time for the
Shout out of the week.
Dr. Scott would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Biggis, Mrs. Reisinger, Mrs. Plummer, and Mrs. Maidlow's classes for spelling out perfect attendance and earning a class popcorn party. Great job, students!
And now it's time for Mrs. Womack to do the fish cast drawing for books.
Good morning, Eastside Explorers. It's time to do the fish cast drawing for books. You know, if your name gets called, come on down to the office and get a certificate that you can use for a free book on Wednesday. All right, we're going to start with first grade. From Mrs. Shuck's class, Gabriel Alther. From Mrs. Shuck's class again, Jamori Holiday. From Mr. Barnett's class, Ireland Percival. And from Mrs. Shuck's class again, Hayden Trent. Come on down and get a certificate. From Ms. Bennett's class, Ian Willoughby. From Mrs. Poor's class, Tavion Thompson. From Mrs. Poor's class again, Danny Patton. And our last second grader for this week, from Mrs. Poor's class again, Logan. Come on down and get a certificate. From Mrs. Shaw's class, Julian Tyler. From Mrs. Stanley's class, Nevaeh Borton. From Mrs. Short's class, Taekwon Wills. And how about our last third grader for this week is from Mrs. Sanders' class, and it's Gracie Graham. Come on down and get a certificate. From fourth grade, Mrs. Payton's class, Juan Lopez. Mrs. Payton's class again, Giles Bryson. From Mrs. Reisinger's class, Amanda Hyde. And our last fourth grader for this week is from Mrs. Biggis's class, and it is Corey Holden. Come on down and get a certificate. From fifth grade, Mr. Lambert's class, Levi Cruzmeyer. Miss Plummer's class, Braylon Richards. Mr. Lambert's class, Esmeralda Ramirez, one of our newscasters this week. And from Miss Plummer's class again, Zabriel Tolston. Come on down and get a certificate. Once again, Eastside Explorers, thanks for being proud, positive, and productive.
Have a great week!